तू चलता चल, तू चलता चल, तू चलता चल.
So those who are present, you can start with your questions one by one.
Just 1 second. Before you
Yes.
start asking your questions, I want to say a few words. Kindly pay attention. Firstly, welcome all of you to this live session. And I presume you would have interesting questions and you would be curious to know their answers. And I really wish that I am able to help you out through my answers. Now, one thing, all of you should remember that at one point of time when this SSB process started, then nobody knew as to what is going to happen in the SSB. Fine. And people still got selected without knowing at all as to what is going to happen. Kya psychology, kya GTO, kya interview, kya obstacle, kya guard banda, nothing they knew. But they got selected. The criteria for selection still are exactly the same. That means a person who has all-round competence to get selected to become an officer in the defense services, he or she will get selected without having any clue as to what is going to transpire in the SSB. Now, this is a very important thing for all of you to realize. Now, as times went by, we had this mushrooming of the coaching academies. I don't know the history, kaun sa pehle bana, kaun sa baad mein bana. And like, any preparation is there for any exams and all that, IIT, CIT and all that, they replicated that kind of formula. And that is acquainting people with the process of SSB and, trying to train them for that, which is not possible actually, because the holistic test of personality, nobody can be trained. Personality dimensions can't be altered in 10-15 days, which coaching academies try to do. So this effort is actually, fairly futile, except that by going to a coaching academy, you get to know as to what is going to happen. You don't get surprised in this. That's all. But no personality development takes place. So the genuine method of getting recommended is making genuine improvements in yourself. And that is the methodology which No Frills Academy follows. So with this small background, I am ready to take on your questions. Please start. I think who's the first one? Ankit, you're the first one?
Yes, sir.
Ankit, please go ahead, ask your question.
So my question is about GD, group discussion.
Yes, go
How we
ahead.
can participate within group discussion when you're stuck in a group of repeaters and when nobody is giving you any chance to speak at all, and you have points to say, but the people are not making you not giving you the liberty to say in front of the assessor. So in that situation, sir, I just want to know what steps we can follow in that situation.
Ankit, I presume you are referring to the situation which arises during the picture perception and description test. That is a screening process. Am I right?
No, sir, I'm talking about stage 2 group discussion.
Stage group. So you said 15 numbers of, there will never be more than 10 in that. The members
Yes, sir.
in the GD, which takes place in the GTO series, will never be more than 10. Am
Yes,
I
sir.
right or am I not correct?
Yes, sir. Absolutely correct.
एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट हूं तो अब पहले क्लियर तो हूं मैं कि आप पीपीडीटी की बात कर रहे हो कि सेकंड स्टेज वाली बात कर रहे हो। देखो टेंशन नहीं है, आप दोनों के भी पूछ सकते हो। फ्री टू आस्क मी व्हाटएवर, देयर इज नो प्रॉब्लम, बट आई शुड बी क्लियर ना कि जवाब किसका देना है। तो क्या है पीपीडीटी वाला दूसरा वाला?
नो सर, स्टेज 2 में सर जीटीओ में जो हमारा सबसे पहला ग्रुप
उसकी
डिस्कशन होता
बात
है सर, मैं
करनी है।
उसकी बात। हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
So firstly, Ankit, you see the kind of commotion which gets created in the PPDT, particularly in the repeater batches, and entries like SSC, Tech, and NCC, where the numbers reporting is above 150. That kind of situation will not arise in the GDO series. Firstly, because people are very clear that they cannot be screened out now. They are already in. So they will go through the complete process in any case. Fine. So that is one thing. So the problem is far more acute during the screening process. So to what you should be doing in the screening process, it will make sense for you to listen to our video about the screening process. Have you heard that video, Ankit, ever?
Yes, yes, sir. I've watched your videos.
You watched that video. Good, good. So you know. So the logic remains the same. You see, when people are shouting and views are unable, to be heard, what is the sensible thing to do? The sensible thing to do is that people should speak one by one so that
Yes, sir.
everybody gets heard, isn't it?
One
So
student from your
you
batch, sir.
can, what you can do, Ankit, I have not finished. What you can do is you remain calm and don't get involved in the out shouting match. That will not be a sensible idea. Because once you get involved in the same thing that the others are doing, that only shows that your safety fuse was a little longer than others. Otherwise, you are as much of a panic master as these other guys are. Right? So don't do that. Please also understand the concept of scarcity mentality and abundance mentality, which we have explained on our YouTube channel. Fine. You read about those? Suna hai, Ankit?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Suna. Very good, excellent. So
Yes,
you
sir.
have to tell them that it is in their individual interests as also the collective interests of the group that everybody gets a chance to speak and you do things in a cooperative manner. That will enhance the chances of selection of everybody. And this is something which you can do even outside of the GD. After all, you people get time in the barracks also. Fine. Like I had one student who told me that, he has to take out a printout of the screening process thing which I have written. कि कैसे cooperate करना है, abundance mentality वगैरह वाला, वो उनको फोटो कॉपी करके अपने ग्रुप वालों को दे देते थे. And as a result, he told me that in his screening process, invariably 4 or 5 people used to get screened in from his group, outside the group and inside the GD stage also. Don't panic. Give opportunity to everybody to speak, and that will serve everybody's individual as well as group's interest. आई बात समझ में, अंकित?
Yes, sir.
Can anything better be done?
No, sir.
तो सेंसिबल है ना ये बात करना?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Ankit, any other query you have?
No, sir.
Okay, thank you very much for raising your question. It is relevant to a lot of people. Fine, thanks. Yeah, I think next we have is Vivek.
Am I audible?
Vivek, you are loud and clear. Yeah, please go ahead.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Sir, I have problem in word association test. The thing is
Okay.
that I'm not able to differentiate whether my sentence is informative or it is suggestive. So like sometimes, like for example, the word is beauty. So I tend to make sentence like greenery adds beauty to nature. So like how can I improve my sentence and work on that thing?
My first point is that who told you that these things need to be done?
Sir, I saw
Informative,
certain videos.
सजेस्टिव के चक्कर में पढ़ा डाल किसने दिया आपको?
Sir, I saw certain videos which told like suggestive and such sentence would be avoided. So that's all.
देखो, मैं आपके लिए WAT टेस्ट की सिचुएशन को बड़ा आसान कर दूं, ठीक?
Sure. Okay, sir.
और whatever you write, the meaning should be correct.
Okay,
Fine.
sir.
And second point is the language should be correct.
Okay, sir.
These are 2 points which are important.
Okay, sir.
And the third point, which is extremely important, is do not listen to any trash information which you get from various coaching academies and websites.
Sure, sir.
तो कौन सा informative, कौन सा suggestive, bloody hell with it all this.
Because they mentioned that you should not use words like sell, should, always, success, hard work. These words should be avoided, and suggestive sentences should be avoided. And so you have to make a certain type of sentences. So, like that was my made out. So you told that we can make sentence, but there should be only matter of language. Like language should be correct and it should be meaningful.
Meaning should be correct, that's all. Meaningful नहीं बोला मैंने. Meaning ठीक होना चाहिए. गलत नहीं बात होनी चाहिए. That's all.
Okay, sir.
Think of that, Vivek. Now what you can do to counter this, misinformation? You can only counter it by, like I said in the beginning, कि selection होगा आपके basic capabilities के ऊपर. समझे?
Okay, sir.
उनको सही रखिए and get selected. Once you get selected, ये जहां जहां ये वेबसाइट में इंफॉर्मेशन ही आ रही है, जहां के उनमें बोल्ड लेटर्स में जाके कमेंट लिखो कि ये बकवास है.
So, sir, how should I be practicing WAT?
देखो भाई, मैं पहली बार में रेकमेंड, मेरे को पता नहीं था ये क्या दाव पेच होते हैं, ठीक है ना. ये दाव पेच वगैरह तो मैं बाद में सुनने लगा, बट मुझे आइडिया हुआ था क्योंकि हमारे साथ कुछ सैनिक स्कूल के ग्रुप वाले थे, वो बात कर रहे थे आपस में कि उन्होंने एक से सेंटेंस बनाया, कुछ नकल मार के वॉट एवर, एंड दे वर वेरी हैप्पी अबाउट इट. तो आई वाज वंडरिंग कि मतलब पता नहीं क्या है इसमें. टेस्ट था, वो वर्ड आया, लिख दिया सेंटेंस. डेथ है, डेथ इज इनएविटेबल. फेलियर क्या होता है भाई? फेलियर इज अ स्टेपिंग स्टोन टू सक्सेस. यही होता है ना कि हार के बाद ही जीत है.
Yes, sir.
तो लाइक दैट आई मेड सेंटेंसेस, जल्दी जल्दी बना दिया हमने, 60 सेंटेंस लिख दिए, खत्म हो गई बात. वो कर रहे थे, तब मैंने सोचा पता नहीं क्या बातचीत कर रहे हैं. वो वैसा सारे रिजेक्ट हो गए, मैं सेलेक्ट हो गया था.
Okay, sir. And sir,
तो तो जो है, आई एम टेलिंग यू, you just follow the advice I am giving you. Once you
sure,
get selected, please go and write these comments.
okay,
And
sir.
I keep telling my students that when I was earlier, Yogita, please make a note. Ask each and every selected candidate of ours specifically कि ये WAT में जो बकवास एडवाइस आपको कोचिंग एकेडमी और वेबसाइट से मिलती है, उसको आपने इग्नोर किया था कि नहीं किया था. 100% of them ignore all this stupid pieces of advice. मुझे
Yes.
खुद नहीं पता कि ये कितनी चीजों की एडवाइस दे रहे हैं लोग,
Yes, sir.
क्योंकि मैं तो गया ही नहीं. Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
आप, अच्छा हम छोड़ देते हैं, आप लेट अस टेक इट कि मेरी बात में दम नहीं है. टेक इट, नहीं है पॉसिबल. यू टेक इट, जब मेरी पहली बात में दम था कि नहीं था,
Yes, sir.
कि सिलेक्शन का क्राइटेरिया तो जो ओवरऑल कॉम्पिटेंट होगा वो सेलेक्ट होगा.
Yes, sir.
ये बात तो सही है ना?
Yes, sir.
है?
Yes, sir.
तो अगर किसी ने लिखा सेंटेंस यू शुड नॉट परसू फॉल्स ड्रीम्स, आप उसे रिजेक्ट कर दोगे?
नो सर।
दिक्कत तू भाई ठीक ठाक ठीक बात कह रहा है, हैं?
यस सर।
हैं? आई शुड वर्क स्मार्ट, आई शुड बी सिंसियर, अच्छी बात है।
यस सर।
तो आप, अगर आप साइकोलॉजिस्ट हो, आप ऐसे सेंटेंस को लिख रहे हैं तो उसको क्यों रिजेक्ट करोगे? क्योंकि किसी ने कहा था कि यूज नहीं करना है।
दिस
भाई
इज द मेन।
साइकोलॉजी के टेस्ट जो थे उसमें क्या साइकोलॉजिस्ट ने ब्रीफिंग में कहा था कि ये नहीं करना था?
नो सर, नॉट एट ऑल।
तो फिर काहे के इन चक्करों में पड़ रहे हो? दीज चैप्स आर टाइमिंग यू अप इन नॉट्स,
ओके सर।
डोंट फॉलो दिस एडवाइस, इट्स ट्रैश। डज इट मेक सेंस और नॉट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग?
यस सर।
अरे भाई तभी नो फ्रिल्स एकेडमी वालों की जिंदगी बहुत सिंपलीफाई हो जाती है, वो सीधा सीधा सेल्फ इंप्रूवमेंट पे काम करते हैं और सेलेक्ट हो जाते हैं।
ओके सर।
पहले मिसकंसेप्शन था कि छठी सातवीं बार के बाद तो जाने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, हमारे पास 19 20 21वीं बार में क्वालिफाई किए हैं लोग,
यस सर।
तो वो लॉजिक तो फेल हो गई ना।
यस सर।
और हमारे स्टूडेंट साइकोलॉजी टेस्ट प्रैक्टिस नहीं करते, रिकमेंड होते ही हैं वो।
सो
I
सर, एज
make
पर।
I make my students practice writing sentences and all, and I keep checking them. But the agenda is to improve their English expression and not any psychological aspects.
ओके सर।
क्योंकि ability to communicate effectively is an officer-like quality. वो ठीक होनी चाहिए। ये
ओके
could
सर।
should नेगेटिव पैकेटिव उसका कहाँ चक्कर है?
ओके सर।
नॉनसेंस।
ओके सर।
भाई विवेक भाई, बात समझ में
यस सर।
क्लियर हो गए ना?
यस सर, एंड सर आई हैव
और
वन मोर
बताओ,
डाउट,
प्लीज
that
गो
is
अहेड।
related to thematic appreciation test.
हाँ
That is,
पूछिए।
I'm not able to pursue certain pictures which have a single character, like a person sitting on chair looking through the window, and certain pictures which violence is shown, like somebody is like slapping or something. So certain pictures I get a little bit blocked. So how can I work on that thing?
पहली बात, टेंशन लेना, ये टेंशन का क्रिएशन ही कोचिंग एकेडमीज और बकवास वेबसाइट्स वाली इंफॉर्मेशन है जो आपके दिमाग में भरी है।
Yes, sir.
आप ये विजुलाइज करो कि कोई इंडिविजुअल जिसको ये कुछ पता ही नहीं होता, वो स्टोरी बना देता कि नहीं बना देता?
Yes, sir.
तो आपने कहा कि एक आदमी बैठा हुआ है, वो खिड़की के बाहर देख रहा है, लेटर से मुझे दिखा विवेक की फोटो है, खिड़की से बाहर देख रहा है फोटो।
Okay, sir.
तो अब मैं लिखूंगा क्या भाई, यंग आदमी है, ये कुछ विजुलाइज कर रहा है,
Yes.
और विजुलाइज करके कुछ पर्पसफुल इसका एजेंडा होगा। इसने
Yes, sir.
हॉकी मैच खेलना है, फुटबॉल मैच खेलना है, एग्जाम पास करना है, कुछ भी
Yes, sir.
करना है, XYZ चीज है।
Yes, sir.
होली का ही जो है वो आ रहा है फेस्टिवल, उसकी
Yes.
ये तैयारी कर रहा है, कैसे लकड़ी इकट्ठी करेंगे, क्या करेंगे।
Yes, sir.
भाई दिमाग में कुछ भी थॉट्स हो सकते हैं,
Yes, sir.
आप वो विजुलाइज करिए और उसको बात को पूरा लिख दीजिए
Okay,
कि
sir.
इसने जो था, ये सोच रहा था कि यार होली इस बार बढ़िया से मनानी है, कैसे कैसे किया जाए, तो इसने कहा यार चलो अपने दोस्त दोस्त सबको इनको इकट्ठा करेंगे, एंड दैट विल बी अ गुड ओकेजन फॉर ऑल ऑफ अस टू गेट टुगेदर एंड वी विल सेलिब्रेट टुगेदर। ऐसे करके इसने प्लान किया और अच्छे से दे एंजॉयड होली। गुड इनफ।
So, sir, it's not mandatory like we make high level stories like something new is happening, new technologies and all that.
तो मेरे पढ़ना, जब मैं एसएसबी में गया था ना सिलेक्शन सिस्टम में, मतलब सॉरी, जब मैं कैंडिडेट में तो मुझे पता ही कुछ नहीं था। जब मैं सिलेक्शन सिस्टम में पोस्ट हो गया एज असेसर, तो पहले मैंने देखी परमवीर चक्र की स्टोरी आती हुई। अब आके बंदा कुछ भी दिखाओ, यू नो ये कर दिया, वो कर दिया, जान की बाजी लड़ा दी एंड ऑल दैट। उसके बाद सडनली ये पीवीसी आउट ऑफ फैशन हो गया, जैसे बेल बॉटम खत्म हो गया, टाइट पैंट आ गई थी। उसके बाद फॉइल कार्ड की स्टोरी आई। मैंने कहा यार ये बंदा बड़ा, यार ये जानता है कि पोटेशियम पोटाश कम था जमीन में और इधर नाइट्रोजन कम था। मैंने बड़ा जानकार है यार। देन आई रियलाइज ये तो इकट्ठे ही आ रहे हैं भाई, ये तो सॉइल कार्ड टेस्टिंग वाले आ गए सारे अब। तो उसके बाद फिर लेटर ऑन नाउ आई एम वर्किंग इन I got out of the selection system. तो अब फिर कोविड वाली आई कहानियां, फिर सोशल इश्यूज आई, सॉरी कोविड से पहले वो आई स्वच्छ भारत
स्वच्छ
मिशन
भारत
की।
अभियान। यस।
और वहां पे तस्वीरें वही हैं, वही तस्वीरें पूरी 70s 80s 90s की चली हुई। उन्हीं में उन्हीं में परमवीर चक्र मिल रहे थे, उन्हीं में ऑयल घाट टेस्ट हो रहे थे, उन्हीं में जो है स्वच्छ भारत हो रहा था। अबे यार बेवकूफ बना रहे हो कि नहीं, या खुद बेवकूफ बन रहे हो?
यस।
नहीं, डू यू रियलाइज और नॉट?
यस सर, आई एम रियलाइजिंग दिस।
क्या अपना कॉमन सेंस खो देना चाहिए?
नॉट एट ऑल सर।
भाई देश का तो खो गया है, देश का तो बिल्कुल खोया हुआ है, बट हमारे हाथ में तो है अपनी अकल को इस्तेमाल करना।
यस सर।
प्लीज यूज इट यार। डज इट मेक सेंस टू डू सच थिंग्स?
So simple stories are better. Like no need to go for any extra additional things.
इट इज नॉट रिक्वायर्ड। बिल्कुल
Okay.
घिसी पीटी चीज बनाओ। अगर एक्सीडेंट हो गया है तो उसमें तो यही तो कराओगे यार, उसकी उसको बचाओ बचाओगे, फर्स्ट एड दोगे, हॉस्पिटल हॉस्पिटल ले जाओगे, उसके माँ बाप को बताओगे,
Yes sir.
यही कुछ करोगे ना। अब जो एक्स्ट्रा स्मार्ट वाले होते हैं वो कहते हैं फिर वो वहां पे ट्रैफिक वाले से जाके या डीसी से जाके लाइट लगवाएगा कि वहां पे जो है एक्सीडेंट, मतलब दुनिया में कहीं हो जाए वहां ना हो पाए एक्सीडेंट आगे से।
Yes sir.
तो यार नितिन गडकरी नहीं रोक पाया एक्सीडेंट, ये जो है ये जो डिफेंस एस्पिरेंट ये रोक देगा।
So this is
आई
the
मीन इट इज
major
नॉट अ
thing.
जोक।
This is the major thing. Like they suggest कि then after accident or if some picture is shown, then you should be adding precautions कि future में ये action लिया था ये ना हो, and talk to
मैं बता,
traffic police and all.
देख अब विवेक एक बात बता, बाय योर द वे यू आर टॉकिंग आई कैन मेक आउट यू आर अ फेयरली सेंसिबल। जो आदमी ऐसी बातें करता है वो सिक्योर है कि इनसिक्योर है?
Insecure.
जो अच्छा ये बता, जो अपनी पिक्चर बनाता है उसमें एक वो सलमान खान से शर्ट उतरवा के फाइट करवाता है, या वो कौन सी नोरा फतेह अली खान का एक डांस डालता है जिसका कोई कनेक्शन नहीं कहानी वानी से, वो
Okay.
सिक्योर पिक्चर बनाने वाला है कि इनसिक्योर है?
Sir, that is a made up story. Insecure thing something.
इनसिक्योर है ना बंदा, तो मतलब उसे
Yes
भरोसा
sir.
नहीं है कि उसकी पिक्चर की स्टोरी में जिसमें उसमें दम है।
Yes sir. Insecurity
वो
it shows like तभी तो उसको बढ़ा चढ़ा के दिखाना पड़ रहा है.
वो मसाला डाल रहा है,
Sir.
इजंट इट?
Yes sir.
तो आपको सिक्योर होना चाहिए कि इनसिक्योर होना चाहिए?
The secure.
और सिक्योरिटी कैसे आएगी? कि जो आपने अपना काम ढंग से किया हो, जो स्कूल की कॉलेज की पढ़ाई ढंग से की हो, अपनी फिजिकल फिटनेस ठीक हो, जनरल नॉलेज ठीक हो,
Yes.
अंग्रेजी ठीक हो, तो
Yes sir.
आप इनसिक्योर फील करोगे,
No sir.
तब आप सेलेक्ट हो जाओगे, तब आपको हंसी आएगी कि ये क्या बकवासबाजी कर रहे हैं।
Okay sir.
आर यू गेटिंग द पॉइंट?
Yes sir.
डू दीज थिंग्स मेक सेंस टू यू?
Yes sir.
पक्का तेरा होगा सिलेक्शन, बच्चे सीधा राह पे चल, सीधे सीधा
Sir,
काम कर। एंड
this
ये
time
सब में जाके
actually,
कमेंट बाद में डालना कि ये डब्ल्यूएटी की बकवासबाजी है पूरी।
sir, actually the thing is that I've been to Olive Green. This would be my 8th attempt this time. I've been to 4 times conference. So they told that the word association test should be such and such way, at least 7 words. So I was like how to practice and all. I was not able to get all that
नॉट
thing.
एट ऑल, नॉट एट ऑल। डेथ इज इनएविटेबल, 3 words, गुड इनफ।
Okay, sir.
है कि नहीं, मरना ही है आपने हमने सबने।
Yes, sir. So like if a sentence is meaningful, the language is okay, then 3 to 4 words are okay. And
फिर बोलूंगा मीनिंगफुल, मीनिंग शुड बी करेक्ट।
okay, sir. So what is the difference here? Like meaning should be correct and meaningful. Like how
आप
what?
आई विल नॉट टेक टाइम, यू गो एंड चेकअप विद डिक्शनरी, अपना एफर्ट आप भी करिए।
Okay, sir. Thank you.
सजेस्टिव कुछ वो चीजें, इट हैज अ डिफरेंट कॉनोटेशन, देखना।
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
मिथुन
Jay,
प्लीज।
Jay
या
sir,
जय हिंद।
sir, I am a serving. Yes, sir. I am a serving soldier working in Corps of Signals. Sir, I gone through three of my attempt for ACC entry. I avoided my three chances. I was conferenced out 2 times and one time I get screened out.
So, sir, especially I'm having some doubts regarding with my TAT and my interview part as well. So, sir, according to service entry, there are having lot of pitch which depicting related to service persons. So, one of my coaching academy told that you have to, when you write any story which pertaining to any defense related picture, you have to take a central character. He or she should always being an officer. As a Jawan can't do anything else according to that particular organization. Suppose a picture which pertaining to a bunker which creating something. So I made a story like I used to make a character on the basis of rank Havildar and Naik, but he told me that why you take your center character as a rank of Havildar. He can't do anything. As an officer, in lieutenant can lot of things. So I don't know, sir, how to articulate these things which are that particular picture. That's the main problem. Those words totally don't allowing me to get better sleep so far. So I am a follower of your YouTube channel. So regularly I am watching your every videos regarding with TAT, self-description, interview part as well. So I make my own notes, sir. So that's why I need to clarify those doubts. Then apart from this, sir, if I am going to approach an interview session, then how to make a proper notes regarding to service entry, which kind of questions would ask for a service person compared with civil.
Mithun, when is your SSB likely?
Sir, recently I'm applying for SEO. My ACC chance has been availed. I don't have any chance for ACC. So recently I just put up more application for SEO entry. SEO 54.
When would it be likely?
Maybe, sir, after December or January, after January, 2024 January.
Okay, Mithun, what you do? You join up for my guidance program.
Right, sir.
Fine.
Sir.
Because you have verbalized certain questions, there would be more in your mind.
Sir.
I presume you have listened to the video which I posted about some of our successful service entry candidates. Have you heard that?
Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You have heard. आप आ जाओ और ये आपके जो है हम 50 रुपए जो आपको जमा करने पड़े वो हम आपके उसमें जो है आउट कर देंगे. We'll take it in our credit, so that discount you will get. Right?
सर.
अच्छा, तो एक बात है. दूसरी बात, ये जो आपने कहानी बनाई थी ना मिथुन, वो बिल्कुल ठीक थी. ये ऑफिसर्स को दिखाना, इट इज नॉट अ सेंसिबल आइडिया. व्हाटएवर अपीयर्स लॉजिकल, डू दैट.
सर.
ठीक है ना
सर, एक्चुअली दे टोल्ड मी.
तो मेरे भाई परमवीर चक्र तो संजय कुमार ने भी जीता था. वो तो सिपाही था उस टाइम.
Sir, in every picture aspects, they told me that as a collector, as a serpent, as a some other ranks, I don't know, I can't recall those names. They were taught me that they can do something. As a normal person can't do anything. But according to your guidance or your advice, you told me that you always advised me as that you can make a simple story in a which related with your lifetime activities and lifetime happens, what happened in your life. You can correlate with those things. But some coaching academy told.
Firstly, this coaching academies teachings, as far as this point is concerned, are incorrect. And also, I have never said that you correlate your life experiences in your stories. It has not to be done. Supposing I am shown a young 6-7-year-old girl in a village and she is the only person shown in the picture, I will write a story about that girl. I was born as an urban male and today I am 63-year-old. So my life experiences will not get involved in writing that story. or in case I am shown an Eskimo girl standing outside an igloo in Iceland, then I will write a story about her. And
Sir, I'm
neither have
raising
I
a
been in Iceland, nor have I been, I've been in snowbound areas, but that is much later in my service. So my life experiences are not getting correlated in the stories. I'm
okay,
seeing the
sir.
picture and I will write based on what I know. Because other than what is there in my software, I can't write, have access to anything else.
Okay, sir. Sir, I am raising one doubt regarding this picture. What you saying? Because sir, somebody is saying that you have to make you simply told me that as a 6-year-old girl, she was living in a igloo something. Some institute told me that you have to make a character which regarding with your own age. Suppose you are running with 30 years, then you should take such a character which pertaining to 30 years old. Otherwise, your story will be flop. You can't make a good story, better story in a right manner. You can't cultivate a better story. Sir, as we know that in lot of picture I saw that, sir, suppose I am telling about regarding with a one story. One of the old man who was pulling tie of a young boy. He was crying at that particular moment. I noticed one picture regarding to that background. Then how could I make a story regarding? Can I make a story on upon that young boy? Otherwise, old man is an old. उसका एज तो मेरे से तो 3-4 गुना ज्यादा है वो पिक्चर में.
जो भी मेन दिख रहा है आपको फोकस में, उस पे ही स्टोरी बनाइए विदाउट गेटिंग बॉदर्ड. You tell me any person who has not undergone any of this trash indoctrination through these coaching academies and बकवास websites, वो तो जो दिखेगा उसी के ऊपर लिखेगा ना
सर.
और वो रेकमेंड हो जाएगा.
सर वो बोल रहा है कि
मैं
आपको
नहीं
एक्सटर्नल कैरेक्टर. हाँ, वो बोल रहा है कि सर यदि पिक्चर में एक ही बंदा दिख रहा है, दैट पिक्चर इज शोइंग ए सिंगल आइडेंटिटी, देन यू हैव टू टेकन आउट one character outside of that picture. That could make a better story. Otherwise, the story will be bad or flop something. You can't clear your psychology part.
That is why, since you have followed some of the things that I keep telling, so you would have
Sir.
realized that the things which you have picked up from these websites and coaching academies, they don't make common sense. Are
Sir.
they, I mean, from the rationality point of view, do these things make sense?
Okay, sir.
They're not making sense, no?
Yes, sir. They're not.
So don't follow it, na. That's what I'm saying, बच्चे. तुम मेरे पास enroll कर लो, तो आपका भला होगा.
सर मैं एनरोल कर लूंगा सर. एक मैं इसलिए तो आई यूज्ड टू कंसल्ट विद योर फैकल्टी 2 days ago. I would join your course for 1 or 2 months.
अरे आराम से करो, कोई जल्दी नहीं है. You may need help. Generally, service entry candidates need help with language.
Yes, sir.
तो वो आपको जरूरत पड़ती है. In that interaction with our group members will be very beneficial for you. तभी हमारे लोग ये रेकमेंड हुए. एक तो वो शेख साहब, मुझे ध्यान है, वो तो बहुत डांट खाते थे मेरे से. वो लोकली थे, मेरठ में आते थे मेरे पास. जैसी आप क्वेरी लाए हो ना, वो ऐसी ऐसी इतनी सारी लाते थे. वो 1-1 1.5 घंटे मेरा दिमाग खाली कर देते थे.
सर
आ रही बात समझ में? तो बहुत जंग भरा हुआ हल्के हल्के निकलेगा बच्चे में.
सर
ठीक है, आ जाओ मधु ना.
ओके सर.
ओके बेटा, टेक केयर. हाँ, now we will take one girl because girls I'm not interacting much with them, so थोड़ा privilege देते हैं. तो Manisha is there. Yeah, please go ahead, Manisha.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, Manisha. Please go ahead.
Sir, actually I have problem in PP and DT. Actually not in PP, like picture perception, but in discussion part. Sir, I am not good with like discussing and everything. I think my points in Hindi, then I translate it into English, and then I can deliver it. And the gap between my thinking and the that what we call it बोलने में थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है सर. That's the point I am lacking in. Other than that, I am like regularly practicing everything like TAT and everything WAT. So my only problem is I can't express my in English. So can you help that?
You see, the answer you also very well know. The answer lies that you have to read more, you have to write more, you have to speak more. Is that correct or not?
Yes, sir.
करना पड़ेगा. इसके लिए बहुत अच्छा आपको प्लेटफॉर्म मिलता है नो फ्रिल्स एकेडमी में. नो फ्रिल्स एकेडमी में आप हमारे पास एनरोल होते हैं. हमारे ग्रुप एक्टिविटीज में रेगुलर सेशंस आप अटेंड करते रहते हैं. वेर यू डू ऑल दीज थिंग्स. आपका PPDT, GD, lecturate, group planning exercise. Fine. So you do all these things, you keep getting regular practice and you keep getting feedback from your peers, and it's a great help. You learn from each other. So that's a very good environment we have. और इन झटके से तो हो नहीं सकता है बच्चे ये बात. तो आप हमारा प्रोग्राम ज्वाइन करिए तो यू विल बेनिफिट. और बाकी मिसकंसेप्शंस जो क्रिएट किए हैं उनसे बाहर निकलिए प्लीज ना. ठीक है मनीषा?
Yes, sir. Sir, I have one more question. Actually, I haven't enrolled myself in any of the institution yet. I'm doing it by myself, and some of my uncles is
आप खुद से भी
helping
कर
me.
सकते हो बच्चे. इट इज वेरी मच पॉसिबल. यू कैन डू इट ऑन योर ओन. यू डोंट नीड टू गो एनीवेयर इंक्लूडिंग नो फ्रिल्स एकेडमी. आप कर सकते हो, कोई ऐसी बात
Yes,
नहीं है.
sir. It's my first time, and my AFSB is on 28th of August, from 28th of August, and SSB dates are not yet given to us right now. So, if it is possible, can I join between the after AFSB and between the SSB dates?
Join any time. There is no problem. The best thing to do is you join our program at the earliest. The advantage of doing so is that when you join up with us, I will assist you and tell you as to what are the areas which need to be focused upon for improvement. Which
Okay.
on your own you may not be that clear. As also the routine which you prepare for self-improvement may not be as good as because it has not been vetted by any expert. So once I do these two things, you can work in a more focused manner to improve upon the things which are required. Otherwise it is possible that you may be focusing your energies on certain issues which may not be so important. Like a large number of students spend a large number of time practicing psychology tests. Then they, take mock interviews of each other. Then they say, this is CIQ1, CIQ2, these are the answers. Then they fill up registers with these answers. So this is all,
Yes,
you
sir.
know, effort wasted. It is not required at all. You're getting the point. So the earlier you
Yes, sir.
join up, the better it will be for you. Balance, it is your choice, whatever you want to do.
Yes, sir. So actually, the joining itself is a problem because I am I am doing a job part time. I am financially independent from my family and all.
Good.
So
Very nice. दिक्कत कहाँ है?
sir,
दिक्कत कहाँ है? दिक्कत है कि इंस्टॉलमेंट में देना चाहोगे आप फी. There no problem.
okay, sir.
कोई
Sir,
problem
the
नहीं है.
fees was a problem and timing as well. So the timing was not correct for me previously.
Timing wise, Manisha will not be a problem. because we adjust to the needs of our students. There's no problem.
ओके सर.
क्या है यार, तो आप ज्वाइन कर लीजिए, ये 50 रुपीज अपना डिस्काउंट करा लीजिएगा एंड इंस्टॉलमेंट का जो है योगिता मैडम से टाइप कर लीजिए. है
ओके सर.
क्या यू आर मोस्ट वेलकम मनीषा. है बट मिसकंसेप्शन निकाल दो. मेरा रिक्वायरमेंट स्टूडेंट से खाली एक है, सिंसियर एफर्ट, दैट्स इट, बाकी कुछ नहीं.
ओके सर. थैंक यू सर.
वेलकम
थैंक यू सो मच.
वेलकम वेलकम.